When the year-long relationship between rapper Megan Thee Stallion and NBA champion Klay Thompson ended, it became violently public in a matter of hours. Megan posted a statement to her Instagram stories, pointing to a lack of trust and fidelity. She accused Thompson of playing house and subjecting her to horrible mood swings. Days later, she broke down in tears on stage while performing in Moulin Rouge, the musical, wiping her eyes as the audience cheered her on. The dramatic fallout rapidly expanded, dragging in Seattle storm guard Lexie Brown. Internet users began circulating rumors that she was the other woman, forcing Brown to post her own statement, categorically denying any involvement in the breakup. Before we reverse engineer exactly why millions of people were instantly hooked on this specific breakup, take a second to subscribe to the channel. This level of intense investment in a messy, high-profile split isn't accidental. It operates as a window into a deeply wired biological mechanism that dictates how we navigate our social world. We are socially conditioned to view gossiping as a toxic habit, yet observational studies show the average person spends 52 minutes every single day talking about people who aren't in the room. This specific behavior forms the foundation of a highly lucrative global industry. Ad value surrounding celebrity gossip was estimated at $3 billion over a decade ago, and today it sustains massive online media networks. The entire apparatus of paparazzi and social media commentary relies on a simple glitch in human nature. We find it nearly impossible to look away from a scandal. If talking about others is universally condemned, why does spreading celebrity drama trigger such a powerful positive response in our brains? This diagram represents the gossip triad, the academic framework used to study how rumors spread. Every instance of gossip requires three components: the sender sharing the information, the receiver hearing it, and the target being discussed. Sociologist Richard Emerson's power dependence theory explains how this triad functions in our daily lives. When you talk about a close friend, the relationship is balanced. You and your friend have an equal capacity to influence each other's lives, meaning your actions carry real, mutual consequences. But the dynamic with celebrities is what psychologists call a parasocial relationship. The influence here is entirely one-sided. Celebrities impact daily conversations, but the consumer has zero reciprocal influence. This structural imbalance dictates our behavior. It is why talking about an untouchable millionaire feels different than spreading a rumor about your next-door neighbor. This matrix visualizes recent data from the journal Psychology and Marketing, which tested the emotional responses people have when gossiping about different targets, mapping their anticipated guilt against their perceived excitement. When participants imagined sharing a secret about a mere acquaintance, the emotional stakes were flat. The act yielded low excitement and low guilt, registering as a mostly boring experience. Spilling a secret about a best friend generated a volatile mix. It triggered massive excitement, but it also produced high levels of interpersonal guilt because the sender was aware they were betraying a balanced relationship. When we shift to celebrities, the data point retains that high-intensity excitement, but because there is no reciprocal relationship to destroy, the anticipated guilt drops to almost nothing. Parasocial relationships grant us a psychological free lunch. We extract the evolutionary high of the spill without suffering the emotional hangover. This lack of guilt directly impacts how we interact with the market. The fourth study in the Psychology and Marketing paper tested what happens to a celebrity's standing after fans gossip about them. The logical assumption is that spreading rumors about infidelity or horrible treatment would tarnish their reputation and drive fans away. The data shows that sharing even neutral or dramatic gossip actively increases a consumer's willingness to pay for that celebrity's products or services. Researchers identify this as relational investment. Talking about celebrities reinforces a sense of intimacy, even if it's one-sided, making the consumer more attached to the human brand. Gossip transforms the sender from a passive spectator into a financially invested consumer who feels a stronger, albeit illusionary, bond with the target. This academic framework explains exactly why the Megan and Klay breakup wasn't just a news cycle, it was an economic event. Every time an audience screenshots a drama-filled story or debates the latest update in a group chat, they are deepening their own connection to the celebrity's economic ecosystem. This behavior stems from an evolutionary adaptation. Because our brains struggle to distinguish between a real social circle and a parasocial one, talking about these public figures mimics the tribal bonding rituals used to manage a group's reputation. Our craving for drama is the psychological engine that fuels and sustains the modern multi-billion-dollar human brand.